Good morning and happy Friday, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to WRMK News 12 Morning Newscast. We have a lot of news to get to, so let's get started now. First up, we are going to talk about your morning traffic and take a look and see how your morning traffic is shaping up for this Friday morning. Roads across the Granite State are moving smoothly this morning. Major routes including I-93 from Salem through Manchester to Concord, Route 101, and I-89 near Bow and Concord are all seeing light, steady traffic with no significant slowdowns. Travel is also looking good around Keene, Peterborough, Hillsborough, and the Upper Valley, with no major issues reported along the Seacoast Route 16 and I-95 near Dover, Portsmouth, and Exeter are flowing normally. Overall, it's a quiet commute to start the day. Just watch for typical morning volume in urban areas and allow for a few extra minutes near Manchester and the Seacoast. Drive safely today. And that is a look at your traffic. A season of giving. Community Christmas meal brings warmth and connection to Concord. A community Christmas meal in Concord delivered more than just food this holiday season. It offered connection, compassion, and a reminder that no one should feel alone on Christmas Day. It's amazing that this many people were able to make it here, said attendee Darlene Derby, reflecting on the turnout. Volunteers with the nonprofit Concord Kind came together to share a warm meal and a sense of belonging with neighbors, particularly those experiencing homelessness. The organization was founded just over a year ago by Andrea Alexander with a mission to provide food, clothing, and support to anyone in need. Everybody deserves a meal on Christmas Day, and to see love and Head Alexander said. The idea for the meal came together quickly after organizers learned that many community resources would be closed for the holidays. Somebody reached out to Andrea and said none of the resources are open on Christmas Day, said volunteer Steve Gamlin. This is beautiful. So many people came together. Alexander contacted Christ the King Parish to ask about hosting the event, and the church immediately opened its doors. It's a beautiful act of love, Alexandria said. My volunteers jumped right on board. The resources around the city also jumped on board. So it's just been a great overall experience. The event also inspired new efforts to serve the community. Volunteer Jana said her work with Concord Kind motivated her to launch Helping Hands and Healing Paws New Hampshire, a group dedicated to helping unhoused and low-income families care for their pets. Everyone deserves a companion, said Jana. It doesn't matter if you're rich, poor, housed, unhoused. Everyone deserves that love. Concord Kind's impact community continues to grow with its Facebook group, now boosting more than 3,000 members, reflecting a strong and expanding network of community support. Vehicle slides off road, lands in brook in Thornton. A vehicle went off the road and into a brook in Thornton on Thursday morning, prompting a rescue response from local emergency crews. Firefighters were called to Goose Hollow Road around 9 a.m. after the vehicle left the roadway and became lodged in the water. 2 occupants were able to get out of the vehicle on their own, while 2 others remained trapped inside. Fire officials said a crews spent approximately 20 minutes stabilizing the vehicle before safely rescuing those inside. 1 person was transported to the hospital by ambulance with non-life-threatening injuries. Authorities said all individuals involved are expected to recover. The vehicle was later removed from the brook with the assistance from Campton Police and the Thornton Highway Department. Sorry about that. 2 New Hampshire tickets win big on Christmas Eve Powerball drawing. The New Hampshire Lottery announced that 2 in-state tickets claimed major prizes in the Christmas Eve Powerball drawing, including one worth $100,000 and another worth $50,000. According to lottery officials, the $100,000 prize was won by a ticket purchased through the iLottery platform that matched 4 of the 5 winning numbers, including a power play multiplayer of 2. The $50,000 winning ticket also matched 4 of the 5 numbers and was sold at a market basket in Milford. The winning numbers drawn on Christmas Eve were 4, 25, 31, 52, and 59, with a Powerball number of 19. In total, nearly 400,000 prizes were won by New Hampshire players in the drawing, the lottery said. The jackpot prize, valued at more than $1.8 billion, was won by a ticket sold in Arkansas. Lottery officials said the New Hampshire Lottery headquarters in Concord will reopen at 8 a.m. Friday, December 26th, allowing winners to claim their prizes. Congratulations to those winners. New Hampshire nonprofit delivers holiday aid to war-torn communities in Ukraine. As Santa Claus made his traditional Christmas Eve journey, a New Hampshire nonprofit carried the spirit of the season far beyond the Granite State, delivering gifts and critical supplies to communities in Ukraine affected by the ongoing war. New Hampshire for Ukraine, also known as NH for Ukraine, partnered with Santa to bring humanitarian aid to frontline villages and to families aimed consistent uncertainty. The volunteer-driven organization said the holiday mission was about more than celebration. It was about providing takeable relief. We're delighted to do the work here, Santa said during the visit. NH4Ukraine described its effort as focused on direct support for those living closest to the fighting. In addition to holiday deliveries, the group provides food and essential supplies to villages along the front lines. So we deliver humanitarian aid to frontline villages, Santa said. We also work with a lot of food pantries locally here, make food deliveries there. Founder Brian Nolan said he has traveled to Ukraine multiple times since the early days of the war, witnessed the devastation firsthand, and forming relationships to ensure aid reaches those areas most in need. I've been coming over here for going on 4 years now. My first trip over here was March of 2022. 2022. Nolan said, over the years, we kind of worked our way eastward, starting out in Lviv, then Kyiv, and eventually reaching the heart of Kyiv in late of 2022. Nolan said the conditions families endure are difficult to put into words. It's gut-wrenching to see what these people are going through, he said. He shared photos from the group's trip, including images of children impacted by the conflict. It's heartbreaking thinking what these kids have gone through, Nolan said. During the holiday delivery, NH4Ukraine focused on providing practical assistance while also offering a moment of comfort to people living through trauma. We just give them a hug whenever we can to let them know we're there for them, Nolan said. It just helps them persevere through the tough times. Santa closed the visit with a message of hope. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas for Ukraine, he said. While many supporters hope for an end to the war, Nolan said the need for assistance remains urgent and encourage continued support for humanitarian efforts aiding Ukraine communities. Trump says U.S. carried out a strike against ISIS targets in Nigeria. President Trump said in a post on his social media platform that the United States launched what described as a powerful and deadly strike against ISIS terrorists in Nigeria. In the post, Trump claimed the militants had been targeting and viciously killing primarily innocent Christians. He did not provide additional details about the timing, location, or the scope of the operation. U.S. officials have not immediately confirmed further information related to the strike or the casualties involved. Thank you for watching this edition of WRMK News 12 Morning Newscast. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye now.